we have a new release from Unearthly Cosmetics. This is the Just a Taste palette. Hello and welcome if you are new here. My name is Rachel, and if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. Unearthly Cosmetics has just revealed their holiday palette, which is called the Just a Taste palette. Leave it up to Unearthly to do a spooky theme for holiday. I'm here for it. We have this vampire themed palette. I'm gonna show you close-ups and swatches, give you what information I do have about the palette, and then I'm gonna do look number 1, look number 2, and at the end I give you my initial thoughts. This is not a review. I've only used this palette twice. I do have to continue to use it to get my full and final thoughts, but I am very familiar with the Unearthly formula. So is this the good Unearthly formula that I know and love? You'll have to stick around to find out. I'm gonna put timestamps down below in the description box if you wanna skip around. I'm also going to link this palette down below in the description box because at the moment, I'm pretty sure at the moment you are seeing this, it is available. Everything that is on my face in both looks will also be in the description box, and let's do it. So we have the Just a Taste palette. This is what the inside looks like. You already can tell by looking at this, I love the color story. This color story is so gorgeous. It's versatile, it's neutral, it's also got some muted pops of color. We have this whole warm tone side where we have some reds, we also have some neutrals. We have this whole row on the bottom that is purples. We have some greens, and we have some burgundy tones. It is a 50-50 split matte shimmer ratio, which I really, really love. And it is one of their larger palettes. This is the same size as Gargoyle and Spring Magic, as well as the Not Normal Remastered. So at the moment of filming, I don't have pricing information on this palette, but I will say Not Normal is $62, Gargoyle is $68, and Spring Magic is $78. So I'm not sure what the pricing is going to be on this. It could range anywhere in the $60 range up to the $70 range. So of course, as soon as I know, I will put that information down in the description box. I did DM Amanda, who is the owner of Unearthly, and she said that when they reveal this palette, they are also going to launch it the same day. So you should be able to check the website yourself to see that information as well. Of course, I will put a link down below. I did receive this palette in PR from the brand, and I do have an affiliate code. My affiliate code is Rachel, and it will save you 10% off your purchase at Unearthly. Thank you so much if you do use my code. It really helps out my channel a lot. And the links in my description box are affiliated as well. So if you do purchase through those links, I do earn a small commission. So thank you so much. Yeah, this palette is absolutely gorgeous. I'm obsessed with the color story. And I did create 2 very beautiful looks. So this palette is vegan. Unearthly Cosmetics is cruelty-free. This palette was made in China, and Unearthly Cosmetics is an indie brand out of Florida. All right, I think that's all I have to say. I will send you off to look number 1 now. All right, let's create a look with the Just a Taste palette. This palette, I obviously already went through this in the intro, but I'm obsessed.
No, I don't think you understand. I'm obsessed.
I want to do something pretty darn neutral today. I mean, this is very heavily neutral, which I absolutely love. So let's just see. I have really no plans. Let's just see where the wind takes us. I've already primed my eyes. I'm first gonna go in with the shade Bear Bite right here and put this through the crease. Next, I'm gonna go into the shade Vampire's Lair, this really pretty like warm orangey brown, and put that a little lower in the crease. Very pigmented. And now I'm gonna go in with the shade Veins of Velvet, which is like a dark burgundy, and put this in the outer corner. It's looking very warm neutral, which I personally love. All right, I put the NYX glitter primer on my lid off camera, and I'm gonna go into the shade Mortal Dusk right here. It is absolutely beautiful. I don't know if it's a duochrome, a multichrome. It's like a light kind of champagne gold shifting to a pink. I want it all over my lid. All right, I'm back. Let's continue on with the look. I'm gonna pick up a flat definer brush and I'm gonna go into the shade Veins of Velvet, that darkest matte, and push this up against my lower lash line. I'm gonna blend that out with Vampire's Lair. And then I'll blend that out with Bare Bite. In my waterline, I am going to use ColourPop Sunnyvale. And there's nothing in this palette that I want to use as an inner corner highlight, so I am going to pop off camera and grab something else, and I will come back to show you the final look. All right, and this is the finished look number 1. What do you think? It's gorgeous. You may think to yourself, Rachel, that is the same look you wear all the time, and you would be right. You would be absolutely right. This is just a gorgeous, warm, neutral look. I love it. And if I can get that kind of a look out of a palette, I'm happy. For my inner corner, I picked up the Kaja Wink Dazzle Multi-Stick in Ice Illusion. It's my favorite inner corner highlight if I don't have one in a palette. So yeah, of course, everything that is on my face will be listed in the description box. Love this first look. I love it. I have nothing else to say besides I love it. This shimmer on the lid is so pretty. It is like really twinkly and sparkly. It's really pretty. And the mattes worked great. So now I'm gonna send you off to the next look. Let's do a second look with the palette. I am really struggling today. As you can probably tell, I look puffy, and Aunt Flo decided to just like really come into town today, so I'm a little unwell. But let's do it, okay? Nothing like putting on some makeup to make myself feel better. The more that I look at this palette, the more I'm obsessed with it. Honestly, there is so many tones that I personally love, warm tones, and then there's like this green side. I think I want to do something a little more leaning green and a little darker today. So I have already primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I am going to use the same transition shade that I used yesterday, which is Bare Bite. It is kind of the only light shade in the palette, and I just really like having a transition shade, so I am going to pop that through my crease. Next, I'm gonna go into the shade Wicked Woods, which is a really pretty olive green. It's actually even a little cool toned leaning. And I'm gonna put that in my crease and a little bit in my outer corner. Okay, I think I'm gonna go in with Cloaked Desire, which is like a gray. I want to try to see what this looks like in the outer corner. It might be too light, but let's try it. Oh no, that works great actually. Oh, that's perfect. It's a little mix of warm, a little mix of cool. I think for my lid, I want to use the shade Mossy Grave. I'm pretty sure it's a duochrome. It looks so beautiful. So I'm going to try that. Oh, I can't wait. And I did put the NYX glitter primer on my lid off camera. Oh my gosh, that is freaking beautiful. Look at that. Stunning. All right, I am back. Let's move on and continue on. I'm gonna take the shade Cloaked Desire right here and push this up against my lower lash line. I wanna try something. I wanna take the shade Dark Seduction, which almost looks not quite like a satin, but it like a very smooth metallic. I actually wanna use this on my lower lash line. More towards like the middle to inner part. Yeah, that's really pretty. That added just like a little, I don't know if you can tell, but add a little something. That's really pretty, I like that. And I'm gonna blend that out with the green called Wicked Woods. For my waterline, I'm going to use this one from ColourPop. It's from the Avatar collection, Ninja something. I'll put it down below in the description box, but it is just like a metallic bronze. For my inner corner, I am going to try the shade Moonlit Veil. I don't know how brightening it's going to be, but let's give it a shot. I am gonna spray the brush because it definitely looks a little more flaky. Yeah, I think that works. All right, I'm gonna pop off camera. I'm gonna finish up the rest of my look and then I will come back to give you my initial thoughts on this palette. All right, and this is the finished look number 2. What do you think? I love greens. Yeah, I love this look. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. The mattes performed great, like the usual Unearthly mattes. The shimmer on the lid is stunning. So, I mean, my initial thoughts on this palette are, I love the theme. Like, I love me a vampire theme. I'm always here for that. And leave it to Unearthly to do a spooky theme for Christmas time or holiday time. I just love it. I just love it. And then the color story on the inside is absolutely gorgeous. I am gonna get so much use out of this. There is no shade in here that I look at and I'm like, yeah, I don't really wanna use that shade. Like, there's nothing in here that's making me not want to use it. Like, I feel inspired. It's full of neutral leaning tones, but we have greens, we have purples, which are my 2 favorite colors to wear. It's grungy, it's beautiful. Honestly, I'm so excited. All of the shades that I did use feel like the great Unearthly quality. The mattes have a little bit of kick up in the pan, so they are able to pick up on a brush really nicely. They're definitely more on the pigmented side, but they're easy to work with, they're easy to blend, and they are able to be sheared out. If you want to use a light hand, you can shear them out, you can build them up. The shimmers are stunning, really beautiful. I mean, all of these, from what I can tell, they are all special shades, or most of them are special shades, if not all of them. Of course, I don't have like official information. Usually on their site, after they've revealed this palette and they've posted it, usually they write out each shade and what it is. I'm not the best at just like eyeballing it. So from what I can understand and what they've been doing with a lot of these larger palettes is there are many special shades, maybe 1 or 2 regular shimmers, regular meaning like they don't shift. But all of the shimmers are phenomenal quality. I really like the addition of this more like subtle satiny shimmer that I put on my lower lash line. Really gorgeous. So yeah, I'm very, very excited about this palette. I will definitely continue to create looks on short form content. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see that. And I would love to know your thoughts now that you've seen this palette in action. Are you planning on picking it up? Are you going to skip on it? Whatever it is, let me know because I love hearing from you. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot when you do that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing before you leave. I do upload videos weekly and I'd love to see you back on my channel again. I want to thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye.